Wakey, wakey, are you there? Hello? Dude, you have taken this to a whole new level. I didn't think you could top it, but you have. What's wrong? You've been missing for 2 days. I thought you were dead. I've had the whole coaching team out there in the streets looking for you. I've been shouting that much. I've pretty much lost my voice. Do you know what the worst bit is? We found you in a field of goats, completely naked, face down. Honestly, you are a crazy bastard. What were you doing? Ayahuasca acid trips. Ayahuasca. I know we're in South America, but it don't mean you have to taste the local brews, does it? Are you serious? Do you know how important this season is? I've got to try and win a title again, and I've got to go for that Copa Libertadores. I need you on your A game. And here you are, tripping your tits off. I'm a boring you. Wakey. You really need to freshen up, man. We need to get down to that club and get to work. Come on. Welcome to Season 2 here in Paraguay. Now I will say, for those of you who don't watch my Team Valley series, I am actually losing my voice. I've had a sore throat. That's gone. But I think I've damaged my vocal cords, so my voice does keep going a bit weird sometimes, but I will soldier on through. Can't have time off because I've got a weird voice. I'm hoping it holds out. Fingers crossed. Now, we're still here at Club Olympia. Great season last year. We did the double, we won the league and the cup, and we got to the semi-final of the Copa Libertadores. And I'm hoping to do better. I want to stay here until I win it. That might not happen. We'll see how it goes. But we've got another season here. Lots more pressure. Try and challenge for that title. That's what they want every year. So, you know, that's the minimum to win the league. But I think the aim of this club is continental competition, and I can't wait for the season. I seriously can't wait to share it with you. Now, these are the board's aims for the season. Obviously win the league. Now, the Paraguay Cup, they're not that bothered about it, the Copa Paraguay. We'll see how that goes. I might, obviously focus on the Champions League mainly. You'll see there the group's been drawn nearly. There's another team to come soon. We'll have a look at that later. Kept it pretty simple. We went on a tour of Bolivia, played 4 teams, went really well, and then they organised a Super 12 Cup. I've done it a few times in this series. It's basically named after you, the 12th man, as a bit of a thank you, and we won that as well. Obviously no one major. It was all about bedding in a couple of the new guys, and we have made a few changes to the squad. We did end up with about 7 million because of the Champions League and so on. And the club decided to up the youth recruitment, and they've gave me extra staff spots. But also, if we check ongoing, there we go, you'll see they're now doing both the facilities as well pretty much. So I'm really happy with that, because I always like to improve a club. And if I do stay here another season after this, I might put it to you guys at the end of the year, see what you think. It's just good for the club, because when I took over this team, got loads of fantastic young players. I didn't show you the youth intake last year because it was awful. Everything is filled out. I could bring in a technical director, but I don't really feel like I need one here. I don't. I mean, what do? They bring in staff for you, don't they? But I'm happy. It's my coaching team, really, my medical team that I'm happy with, and obviously my scouting team. Got 7 scouts now, and that's all I did last year. Someone was asking me what I did. I just looked for Paraguay players, not just in Paraguay but all over the world. Now, there is one more player that's going to be coming in on loan from River Plate in Argentina, but I did sell a couple of lads, as you can see, offloaded a few. Got a lot of good youngsters who aren't really there yet, but got a lot of potential that I've loaned out, mainly to, obviously, as you can see, get a bit of money in, get the wages down a little bit, but also mainly give him some experience. Brought in Oscar Ligones from Argentina. Loads of potential, can play up front, cover on the right. We have a defender from Brazil called Adriano Basul, who looks pretty tidy to me. This one I am absolutely buzzing with. Like I said, I was just looking for Paraguay players everywhere, not just in Paraguay. And we've signed Jesus Pereira on loan from Benfica, who I think in this league will be a beast. He used to play for us, but obviously in game before I got here, he's left and gone to Benfica. So he knows the club. He's one of our own in a way. And the best thing about it is we've loaned him for 2 seasons. The guy I've mainly brought in for right back, and he's cost me about 300 grand, is Diego Arellavalos. But loads of potential. My scouts loved him. I like him. Can help out in a few areas, to be fair, and definite improvement at right back. And then I needed another striker to help out because I've got a good one, and I like this lad. It's only not cost me too much really, but $500,000 could go up to 1.5. He's Brazilian. He's 25, but he can finish. So my number one guy up top, I'm going to say, is Monges, who I think is really, really good. He's only 19 years old. Great physicals, great little player, and he can stick the ball in the net. We've got, obviously, Pereira, you've seen him, the guy on loan from Benfica. On the right, we've got Vera, who is 30, but he's just a good player. Behind the striker, we've got Ibra, who again I think is a really decent player. In the middle, Romero, and I mean some of these guys as well. He's good, isn't he? Some of these guys as well have had interest. And last year, you might know, I give out a lot of contracts, and some of them had really shit minimum fee release clauses. Well, I've gone through the squad again, especially all the quality ones, and give them new deals. And I think only 3 players now have a minimum fee release clause, and every single one of them is 40 million. So they're going to have to become a superstar for anyone in Europe to come and match that. And if they do match it, we'll be so rich it'll be untrue. So I'm hoping I can keep this squad together while I'm here. We've also got Torres, who is 26, but again, he's a really good player. We have got other players, you know, got some really good young talent in this squad. Defensively, when you look at that star rating, it's not exciting, is it? Like, you've seen the new right back. I've got Jimenez, but they've got potential. They're only kids. He's only 18 years old. Aguero at left back, 26 years old, good player. Gomez, I really like. Who else have we got in the middle? We've got Cristal. What a name that is. Cristaldo, love it. In goal, you might remember last year I had 2 keepers that were pretty similar. One of them asked to leave because he wasn't playing as much. The other one I've kept because I think he was just that little bit better, and he's the actual international goalkeeper, or he has played a lot of times anyway. If we go over to the squad page, you'll see, look at all that potential. And you know, there's quite a lot of ability, and I know it's all relative to who you are. And if we want to win the Copa Libertadores, I've got to beat the big boys. But we did well against the Brazil teams. Boca did us over, didn't they, in the semis? But even that, they didn't batter us, did they? Only just beat us in both games. So, I mean, this team, though, is young. I mean, there's still a bit of age and experience, which isn't a bad thing. But I'd say 2/3 of it are 20 and under. It's a team that if I can keep together, they've all got long deals now. No one can snatch anyone away from me. Could maybe grow into that kind of team to win a Copa Libertadores, but I think that will always be tough. The country, they're not bad. I mean, they've created some great players in the past. I mean, the best player is Salvador Vera. He plays for Man City. I know he's a regen, but this country can create really good players. We've got Omar. He's a real player, 32. He's not bad. Richard Sanchez plays out in Mexico, 32. He's not that bad. I mean, if I had these players in my team, I think we would win the Copa Libertadores. Now, the reason I'm on this page is because I didn't show you last time. It surprised me in a way, but our league apparently is only the 7th best in the country. It's behind Uruguay, Peru, Chile, Colombia, Argentina and Brazil, which, yeah, it is what it is. Now, I've actually won the Copa Libertadores on a previous Journeyman with O'Higgins. Great team. If you want to dip your toe into South America, try them out. So we've got 2 rivals, but it's our historic rival. I think they're definitely the better club. Not than us. We're quite close on. I think this year they definitely have improved. They haven't spent too much money, but they have got a lot of young talent. When I was scouting Paraguay players, a lot of the good young players aren't ours, are theirs. Well, I've jumped forward all the way to July. I'm going to do things a little different this episode, hopefully get through it easier for you. So this is the opening stage and we finished it. Now, we've won it, but we're only halfway there. And we won it by some distance. I didn't get beat. Only drew 1 game. So we started the year amazing. We bossed this league. I was hoping for more of a push from our rival, their season ain't over though, I don't think. Look at all them greens, I just could not stop winning. This little team of mine is very good, very young, very talented, and we are way better than a lot of the teams in this league. I mean, outside of our rivals, who you can see we beat straight away 3-1. We beat the main boys 2-0. Then we beat them again 2-0. And then we beat our arch rival 3-0. So they're the only teams that have got any real chance, I think, of taking points off us. So when you draw against them, you aren't bad. It's like a little blemish and it's like a little pimple on the end of my nose. It's annoying as hell. Financially though, we're not doing too bad here. We're not. But that's because of continental football. But did that go to plan? Did it? Well, we did, just by 2 points. And that looks pretty good, doesn't it? San Lorenzo, Colo Colo, and the club I love. And I've lost a lot of weight, me, in the last 6 months. I've gone down from 18.5 stone to 16 stone. And I hope I lose another stone, and I'm going to start collecting some shirts I've wanted for ages. From teams that I've done in the past. Pumas from Mexico. O'Higgins shirt I want a Palermo shirt, and I'm going to get them. I really want that third kit from Aswan. Did you notice it? With all the hieroglyphs. How good would that shirt be? Lost the first one to O'Higgins, drew the second one, and I lost again, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I made some mistakes here, or maybe the South America's getting stronger, and that's what it's going to do. It'll get stronger and stronger every year, the more fleshed out it becomes, but we bounce back, switched into gear, beating San Lorenzo 3-1, beating Colo 1-0, and then beating O'Higgins in the last game of the group stage that pushes on through into qualification, obviously finishing second and drawing Boca. Let's have a quick check in on the squad. It's arranged by average rating. You can see some of the main guys there. I've pretty much tried to part of the best team all the time. I might have rested a few against weaker opposition in the league and the cup, which we'll take a look at later. When we look at goals, he's absolutely next level. The two loanee guys on the wing have been brilliant. Oscar Lugones, great player. Monges, who is asking at the minute for a new contract. I do sort that out, but it's because he's scoring goals and he deserves it. Jump forward to September. This is when the youth intake comes in, and it was a bit better. I wouldn't mind a 5-star player, maybe 2, but I'll take 3-4 stars for the future of the club. It's great, sign them all up, happy days. But last year, genuinely, my best player was about that level. I did mention at the beginning that we're nearly in the process of finishing off a deal for another loan player. It is Bautista Niveiro, who is a central midfielder, and again from River. So we've got 2 players off the Copa Libertadores champions, but they're good. There's some quality out there. I mean, Argentina is a fun league. I've done that as well on a Journeyman. That is a fun league. We've jumped forward to the 8th of December. The season is coming nearly to its end, although we've got tons to get through, and this is the closing stage. Now, it's not over. I've still got a game to play, but we're a point behind, and I like the second half of the season. I mean, I only lost 1 game, but I drew 4, but they really came alive, and I've enjoyed that because I dominated the first half. Last year we pretty much dominated, but I really enjoyed the fact that they seem to be growing. Their kids are getting better. This is my under 20 team. As you can see by all the purple, a ton of them are out on loan. That experience, get the wages down a little bit, bring a bit of money in from payments, but I mean, look at that potential. Doesn't mean they're all superstars. Let's have a quick look at some of the best ones. Osmar, but he's good, isn't he? Not a lot of difference between kids like this and kids I've already got in the team. Let's go to the Champions League though, and it started off with a 1-0 defeat again. 3 times I've played him, 3 times he beat me 1-0. I was expecting the 4th game to be 1-0, but it's even. There's not a lot in it, is there? Look at the stats. But what a time for my lads to come of age, and in absolute style. This, and I always say this with a jump out of my chair moment with the wife looking at me like that. What are you doing, you sad bastard? A 93rd minute winner, putting us through 2-2 on away goals. Next up, it was a team from Uruguay who I think one of you in the comments said you were manager of. Yeah, and again we drew at home, making it tough on ourselves. I mean, my kids need to be getting that home advantage. Got to keep going away, and winning is always hard. But we did it 1-0, and we were way better than them. Probably should have beaten 2 or 3-0, defensively sound. But then we were going to be facing River in the semi-finals. Last year it's Boca, this year it's River. They're the champions of the continent. Yeah. I mean, I've got 2 players on loan from these guys, so we've got some way to go. we're just getting there. It's like we are a top 4 team in South America. We've done it 2 years running. But then we just keep hitting this Argentinian brick freaking wall. Wasn't the greatest performance, but we didn't get beat. We've gone away from home against tough teams and got results, in my opinion. And that's just a bit of character with my boys. We've just got to just mature that little bit more, because I'm never going to have a lot of money. I'm not going to be able to bring these superstars to go and win me this tournament. I'm hoping that each season they get a little bit older, a little bit more experienced. The club gets better facility-wise, staff-wise, and they gel more and more and more and more. Financially, though, we're okay. I think we tick over. We make a bit of money from the Champions League, and the club themselves like to put that money back into the club, which is, I love it when you're at a club like that. That's what they're doing. Training facilities are getting improved again, and they decided to expand the stadium. Now we have 1 game left in the league. How cool are them kits, by the way? Against Club Liga Guarana, not a clue, who are currently 11th. I know Cerro Porteño have got 2 games in hand on us, but they're not going to catch us. So when you look at the table overall, we've won it again. So we've won the league, job safe for another season. I've signed a new contract, which is always very exciting. So I'm set here. But is the season over? No, it's not. Let's look at the cup run in one go. Nice and simple. And we started off with a nice 9-0 win. I've tried to rotate in the cup, especially in the early days. We won 4-0, 2-1, 3-0 again against our freaking arch rival. So they did get better in the second half of the season, but we still have that little edge on them, obviously. Beat San Lorenzo 2-0 in the semi-final. And we're going to be playing I'd say that's Guarani. We were currently basically, I think, the 3rd best team, and they've beat us a couple of times in the past, especially last year. Great kits. I love a black and yellow kit. That away kit is awesome. But yeah, we're going into today's game looking pretty strong, I'd say. I mean, everyone's maybe not 100%. It's been a long, tough season, but I've got some big time performers here. Guys on the wing scoring 34 goals. Right, here we are at the Copa Paraguay finals. A couple of lads on the bench, Aguero and Torres, defenders who probably would have started, but they're just not really there. I took a risk on another couple of guys who just felt like they had to play. I feel like we're playing Dortmund. I do love a black and yellow kit. If you ever seen my Denton Villa series, you'll know why. Love it. I do like a bit of Borussia Dortmund as well. But, I mean, this season, similar to last season, we've won the league. We've got ourselves to a cup final. Everyone's expecting us to do back-to-back doubles, which, you know, is great. It's great winning things. But that was never my target. As soon as I got here, my focus was the Copa Libertadores. Can I do it, though? Can I do it? I mean, win or lose this, I think my job's definitely safe, because I don't see this competition as important. I like to win things, though. But I think I might put it out there to you. I don't know if I'll do it as a vote. I might just listen to the comments and see what you think. So instead of voting, I don't think we're at a voting stage yet. I see a lot of promise here. I think it'll look good on my CV to stay here. I don't really want to quit another job, really. I want to maybe get offered a big job, or, you know, move from job to job. But I'm happy, and I quite happily put myself through another season, even if I'm odds on to win the league. So 25 minutes in, not a lot's happening now after the start of the game. I mean, we've had 6 chances, not 1 on target, which ain't great. They've not created a thing, which is a little bit positive. One positive thing is I think my voice is getting better. Obviously, a lot of you guys don't watch my Tame Valley series. You're missing out on a great story, but you don't watch it, fair enough. But if you'd watched the last episode 50 and 51, you'll have heard my voice. It kept on going in and out, and it has been like that. Oh, get in. The worst bit was yesterday. I finished work and my wife messaged me saying, Fletcher, who's my oldest son, only 4, he really wants a McDonald's. RT's in the oven. Oh, we've got a penalty. Let's have this penalty first. Come on, lad. Let's put this game to bed. 36 minutes gone. Pereira on loan 2 years from Benfica, and he's had it saved. Come on, Pereira. Make up for it. Find someone's head. So yeah, I pulled up at the drive-thru, and my voice decided to go with me, and I couldn't get any volume out of it. I was like, hello, can I have a chicken nugget Happy Meal? She's like, what? I'm like, oh, my voice is going. I had to get out the car and go up to the microphone like, yeah, can I have a chicken nugget Happy Meal and a plain cheeseburger with a blackcurrant fruit shoot? Fucking embarrassing, man. Anyway, half time, we're winning 1-0, should be 2-0. 1-0's never safe. Right, here we go. Now, I've not made any changes yet. Don't feel like I need to. Not just yet. Might as well save him just in case they get back into it. They might have had an inspirational half-time team talk. I've seen a lot of that happen recently, especially on my Valley save. I think I was playing Juventus. Scored 2 dead quick. And then I don't know what they said at half-time. They came out like a completely different team in the second half and beat me 3-2, I think it was. So, yeah, it can happen. I mean, they have got quality. They are technically the third best team in the country at the minute. Now, I'm going to say this now for you guys who are super loyal and watch the whole episode and are deep into this live com. There is a running theme going through this series, a hidden theme. And the first person to guess that hidden theme and the order of that hidden theme will win a Steam gift voucher. I don't know how much yet, it might be 20, 30 quid. I'm not sure anyone's going to get it anyway. It could go on and on and on, so just keep your eye out. Try and think back to old episodes, and in future episodes, look out as well. If you can guess the running theme and the order of this certain specific theme, I'm putting little secret things in. Fair play to you. I'll give you a Steam gift voucher you can buy a game. Right, we're getting into the last 15 minutes and I've made 3 changes. Torres has come in the middle, got Vera on the right, and I put Ibra. He's a bit of an attacking midfielder, he's gone up top, but he can score as a goal. The guy brought him from Brazil, he was alright. I mean, he struggled probably because Monges has been so good, but he was alright. But that's the thing I'm hoping, you know, especially bring back Ligones to the right winger. I know he's not my player, but he's been so good for me this year. We can get him back. We've got Pereira on the left, and a lot of young talent here is going to get better. And like I said, unless clubs come in from Europe and offer me stupid money that the club can't turn down, this team will stay together next year. It'll be a year older, it'll have more quality because they are getting better and better. Here he is, fresh legs Vera. What can he do? I mean, we have dominated this game, haven't we? 21 shots, 8 on target. How are we only winning 1-0? Why do cup finals do this to me? I'd love to put on a show for you here and win 3 or 4 and just score some goals, show you some good football. I mean, we're creating, but we haven't been at our best. But it has been a long, tough season. The boys have played a lot of football. But here we go. Come on! It's all over. We have won the Copa Paraguay. Done back-to-back doubles, which you might think job complete, but I don't think it's job complete. This is a bare freaking minimum for a club like us. 2 semi-finals of Copa Libertadores. I really, really want to go for that. Like I said, at least get to a final. If I got to a final next year and lost, that might be it, and I'm going to put it out there to a vote. I want to do a 3rd season. If I get the vibes back from you guys, you want me to do a 3rd season, we'll do it. So we won our final game in the league, 4-0. We did lose the closing stage. Fair play to them, but I kind of like that. So we won the opening, they won the closing, but we won the entire thing, and my voice is starting to go again. Oh, I was really hoping it's coming back. I can feel it. It's doing my head in, but you know what's not done my head in? Back-to-back doubles. And we are actually climbing through the ranks, although we're right at the very bottom, so you might not be able to see us, but that's us there at the very bottom. So yeah, we're the best club in Paraguay, but we've got some way to go here. All these teams should be better than us. So to get to the final 4 twice in the Copa gives me a lot of faith in my managerial ability, my tactic, and my boys. Well, River got themselves to back-to-back finals, but this year it was Argentina versus Brazil, and the Brazilians won it. Well, there you go, my friend. Another season in the bag, another double in the bag. I'm happy with what we've achieved. And I'm happy with you. You got your shit together this year. You finally sorted your act out, and I need you to keep your shit together for 1 more year. If we ever win the Copa Libertadores, I don't care what you do. You can have cocaine, hookers, as much alcohol and DMT as I can buy you. But until then, can you please stay sober? And let's go for it in our 3rd year. I love it here. I absolutely love this place. And I love you. You're an absolute legend. This journey together is very special, isn't it? And I appreciate you. Love you long time. Let's go again.